we gonna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Mama wanna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Mama wanna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Let's start the show. BoonBlessed comedy. What we gonna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Mama wanna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Mama wanna watch? BoonBlessed comedy. Let's start the show. BoonBlessed comedy.
What's going on, YouTube? This is BoonBlessed. Welcome to BoonBlessed Comedy. Today we're doing another reaction video on the YouTube. Today we're going to be reacting to Gilbert Arenas and Matt Barnes break down how the Philadelphia 76ers failed Ben Simmons. Yo, this NBA is cracking, bro. The reason why I say that is because we got Ben Simmons not wanting to go to the Philadelphia 76ers, which means that if that were to happen as far as Ben getting traded out, what's going to look like for the 76ers? What's going to look like for the other team? What's going to look like for the league? You know, like, I feel like if you're asking me personally, I feel like he might as well go to the Rockets. I feel like that's the most logical answer because John Wall wants to get out of the Houston Rockets. So I feel like that's the most logical answer right now at this point. I don't see him being anywhere else that's, you know what I'm saying, like a legit team, because everybody else got their mans right now. Like, you know, I was hearing something about the Timberwolves, I was hearing something about all these other teams, you know, like, but Ben, you I don't know, that's another conversation for Ben, because he's the type of dude to say after he gets the job, he don't want to come to work and still gets paid to do that. Boy, let me do that for my job. Boy, I'll be the most man, let me have that type of power. But I heard he was getting fined too, I think, from the practices that he's not going to on top of that. So we'll see what happens. So basically this is Gilbert Arenas, Matt Barnes. I forgot what the other dude is, but I like him way better than the other dude. I feel like the other dude was kind of like, listen, he's not sketchy. He's just kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge him or anything like that. I just feel like, this is way better. Like, this is way better. I mean, at first I liked the other dude, and then it's like, okay, we can like switch it up, because it seemed like, I don't know, the topics can't come off boring, but now it's like getting juicy because now they're bringing in other athletes that I'm surprised is in the same room, honestly. But let's get into the video. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video, as it does help the channel to grow. Without further ado, time to be blessed up, laugh out loud with your boy. Let's get into the video.
Recent news: Ben Simmons deciding to hold out. He's got 4 years left on his deal. When you guys see this happen, how do you think this plays out for him in the Sixers?
I want to hear you. I always like Gilbert's side. I want to hear your take first.
Let's hear it.
There was never no coming back, and this is a sad thing what owners and management does, right? They don't understand how the world actually works, right? So you have a product, you don't want the product anymore, right? So what you try to do is you try to damage the products to the world. So, you know, Ben Simmons can't shoot, he don't work out. You say everything that you need to say to get rid of him. But then you wonder why the buyer, the next team, don't want him.
But then you want a king's ransom for that person who just shit on.
Yeah, so you got a Lamborghini, right? And then you say how bad everything is wrong with this Lamborghini, but then you want the Lamborghini price. Like, if you really wanted to get rid of him, you would have did the opposite. You'd have said, "Oh man, yes."
See, that's my point right there. I was just thinking the same thing. The whole entire thing. That was just my whole take on this. I felt like this. This is how I feel like. I feel like Ben Simmons, if you're trying to get rid of him, that's how you just explain it. You know, you just tell him like, hey, you know, I know we came up short, but he's a good asset to the team. I feel like this will work out for the both of us, blah, blah, blah. If you keep pointing out he's shooting, like, this is a shooting league now. This is all about threes. It's little mid-range, layup, dunk, alley-oops. That's it. It's just a shooting league. Every position don't have to shoot now. You know, like, especially the center and the point guards nowadays. Like, at this point, what is that? Because now it's a positionless league on top of that. So I was just thinking the same thing, Gilbert. I agree with you 100%. I agree.
a great work ethic. He's this, that, but we're looking for more of a conventional guard. So we got to let him go, even though we don't want to let him go. Right, that right there sells him. But the fact that you told everybody he don't want to work, he don't do this, he don't do that, he don't do that. Now nobody wants to give you full ticket for him. They're gonna give you pennies on the dollar, and you don't want to take pennies on the dollar because you know what he really is, right? You know he's a superstar. So the fact that you're trying to get back superstar quality, but you just told everybody he's damaged goods, fucks up, any trade. Because now, if you do want to get rid of him, you have to get rid of him bottom line.
Oh, and we do apologize if it's any curse or anything like that. But yeah, just want to just throw that out there. But it's very interesting because it's one of those things where it's kind of like this. It's like, okay, it's like it's kind of like with music. It's like, okay, you want to sell this music to a record label to get promoted and stuff like that, but you kind of oh yeah, but okay, matter of fact, this is a better example. So if you're a record label, right, you're basically want to give this artist to go into this other record label, whatever like that, and to get kind of like a sale value. I'm not saying selling artists, or I guess music wise, okay, just music, or music in general, right? And you're just saying the song trash, this. It's like nobody don't want that person or the artist, or nobody want to work the artist or the music because you throwing trash on it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Lamborghini example. He got some good examples overall. He really legit got some good examples.
Bullshit. So what ends up happening is now both sides are at this path, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to a team where there's gonna already be other superstars. He's not gonna go to a team like the Milwaukee. I mean, not like Minnesota or some shit like that. He's gonna end up landing into a big market because the big market is gonna give you just enough where you're like, all right, fine. It's just weird. I wouldn't be surprised if he landed in Phoenix or some shit like that because they're gonna give you a couple draft picks and somebody they really don't need, and you're gonna off Ben Simmons, and that changed their whole fucking franchise.
I mean, I think too, where Gil was saying at the beginning, they were at a point of no return, and I saw from a standpoint of chemistry, and I know how players' egos work, and when you see, and even though they weren't shitting on him, what Doc Rivers said, I don't know if he's a championship caliber point guard for our team, and then what
that's
he
weird.
Said, although he wasn't shitting on him, it was just stuff. So to me, these younger players have a different mindset, and then they take things differently. So I knew they were at a point of no return when the people in the locker room, the coach and the other best players said that shit. I knew after that there was no chance, and I remember I was talking this on ESPN, I was like, there's no chance he's gonna go back because of what those two particularly said about him. Now you can say all the other shit about him, but when your dogs, when the other counterpart, when your other star and your head coach have questioned you and question your abilities, that's when I knew shit was gonna happen. So I mean, at this point, I mean, it's gonna be who's gonna budge first, which is crazy because I heard he's losing 300,000 per something. So I don't know if that's per day or per week, but it's gonna get ugly, and hopefully they can get him out and just let him have a fresh start because that bridge is burned. It'll never be rebuilt.
You know the bad part about it is they don't want to blame themselves for what he became, right? You're talking about a guy who's 6'11", can get to the basket anytime he wants.
For real.
He's the point guard that's coming downhill, long, can jump. So really he's unguardable if his mentality was, I'm just going to go out and score 40. So when you're doing post-up plays where he's passing into Embiid and his man is sagging to, my thing was with Doc, what fucking plays are you running when he's in? What play? You think that he's at the top of the key and you're gonna do a pin down for a shooter? Where do you think his man is gonna be sitting? He's gonna stop all that curl shit. He's gonna stop all that post-up. So the fact that you're not smart enough to say, hey, Embiid, Ben Simmons, fucking just drive. Just go score. 1-4 flat. 1-4 flat until they actually play deep. The fact that you're not actually using him,
I feel like he was supposed to be used like that anyway. I mean, that's basically how LeBron played. LeBron is basically a guard. He's like a big wing guard, basically. I at least look at it like that. you know, as far as with Ben Simmons, like, okay, if you're not gonna shoot the three, at least drive in. That's basically what DeMar DeRozan do. Like, I know he can shoot the three, but what I'm saying is he used the mid range and the drive to get around to get to the spot. That's the same thing with Ben, and Ben is 6'11", so that's enough, right? That he got a 6'11". I think he got like a 8 feet like wingspan or something like that, or longer than that. Like, he's long, bro, so he could dish that. But the fact that y'all not, man, listen, y'all tweaking on that one.
The fact that you're not Greek the freak in this dude.
For real.
Tells me another story too. Like, I'm looking at things like he has the ball at the top of the key, and dude is sitting at the free throw line, and you're still trying to draw a regular play. Fucking just one for a flat, go. Who the fuck is gonna stop you at that point? So like my thing is, he took 5 shots. Coach, that's coaching too.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? You're not getting him involved he's at the point where it's more mental than anything.
That's his whole thing.
It's mental. Like, this guy doesn't want to take a shot because he doesn't want to miss. He doesn't want this have. He don't want nobody in front. That's what that also. You're not even really sure.
Too. So, I mean, the mental part's on him and on the way he was brought up to me. Because we all know, I think he's a special talent. I hope he's able to just go and get a fresh start, because that's what you need sometimes. But to think that Ben Simmons can't play, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Players in the NBA.
My thing is, like, listen.
Yeah.
Look, I
agree.
You want to be Magic Johnson, but I need you to be Magic Johnson without Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, go out there and score 40. Just give me 40. Like, play the game like you're trying to score 40. That's all it is. Play the game aggressive. Like, he doesn't play aggressive because he has Embiid. He has this like. So he's trying to look like really trying to get everybody involved. It's like the only way they get involved is if you're in attack mode. Like Russell Westbrook. Like, so the fact that you're 6'11" coming in the lane, they have to all come in now. Easy shot right here. Easy dump down there. Easy basket. Like, so I don't need you to be traditional points. Forget the 10 assists, because you're only going to get 7 that way. Go for 40 points, you're going to get 10 assists. Because everybody's going to be sitting here trying to stop you from driving in the lane, and you're over on the free throw line. You have to, now those easy passes. But because the game is not being taught to him like that, and they're not coaching him like that, you got a guy who's one of the most talented players on the court, who's being handicapped by just the game itself.
And that's all I was trying to say. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like Ben Simmons is going to win the championship. He's going to win the championship. Hands down, he's going to win the championship. At least in my opinion, I feel like he is going to win the championship. But if you continue to, if you just continue to, like, let him, like, just be a pass first guard and then score, it's like, how is he even productive? I could get other players to do that for me. I draft you, I think it was number 1, right? I think it was drafted number 1. Well, I know he drafted in the first round. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I drafted you in the first round for a reason. I need you to score. Go out there and score. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be chopped liver. Don't just be like, oh, here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like score, bro. Like, come on, man. Like I don't know. But that's just my thing. You know, like, if you're gonna draft him and you want to make him score, just score. Let him score. Screw the assist. Shoot, that's how I play my game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But thank you so much for sending me with this reaction video. Before I let you go, I want to end this day on a good note, and let's end it with the word of God. So here it is. So in Psalm chapter 34, verse 8, it says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in Him." That's really excellent motivation, because I feel like people, when you say God, I just feel like sometimes people will be like, God, why He loves me? I don't see why people want to love me and all the blah blah blah, all that stuff. And it's like, how do you know? Like, go ahead and talk to him. Like, go ahead and just try. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to God. He's free. It's no pay collect call or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep paying the phone bill to call people. Try, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you see like the real, like, at least in my defense, like, I didn't feel like, you know, I didn't feel like I know God exists because I was raised in a Christian family and all of that. But it was a time in my life where I felt like, dang, did God really abandon me for real? And then that's what God came in like, no, I ain't abandoning you. I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you to come to me. And that's what I got with the first part. Taste and see that the Lord is good. You know, if you really want that deep connection, you got to taste and see the good of God. You got to go out there. You got to go out there and seek Him. Because once you seek Him, everything changes. But thank you so much for sitting with this reaction video. I really appreciate you guys. Just sitting with me. I love entertaining people. I just love it. I just love entertaining people. Like, I don't know what else to say, G. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, just don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share the video, as it does help the channel to grow. Until next time, see you next time.
What's going on, world? Thank you so much for viewing this week's episode of the BoonBlessed Comedy Channel. For more BoonBlessed content, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and also share my videos, as it does help the channel to grow. Thank you so much for the support. You stay blessed.